Hello, my name is Amer and I'm from Group 7 and this is our Baker's Dozen Solitaire. So the first thing I'd like to show is that this is the game board. It's green, like a typical game board, and you have 4 slots here for each of the places that you put the cards. So you have 13 cards against these rows, 2 rows horizontal, and 4 cards in each row as the assignment says it should be. So next thing I'd like to point out is that you can move a card, let's say a card that you're not supposed to move, or rather you can't move yet. Try to move it to the spot and it will drag its way back into the spot. We did that using path transition. So there's a mouse gestures class in this file which handles all the movements of the cards. So each card kind of has its own event handlers that will decide whether it's a valid move or if it's not a valid move, and if it is a valid move it will just leave it there, and if it's not it will tell it to go back. So let's do a valid move. Leave the card there. As you see, the card stays there, and if I tried to move this again, no. But if I went here and I could add a new card there, and I could add something like this on top of that, and there you go. So I can add cards here, I can add cards on top of each other here, and let's say try to move this, it will just go back because those are not valid moves. So we used a card file to handle the cards. Each card has an image set to it. It also has a face down image, but for this game you don't need it, but this card file would work for a lot of different games. So in the card file we have a lot of different functions that we used, and then we have the game file which creates this whole thing and covers the main graphics part of it. And then we have the mouse gestures, which I've already talked about. So that's the game file, the mouse gestures, and the card file. We also have a file for the rules so that you can know when a player wins the game, but unfortunately we were having problems binding the rules file to the game file, so some of the moves may not seem too correct. Besides that, we have everything we needed from the project.